Welcome to week 13. Uh, I want to start talking about grading. So I will be doing a lot of grading and posting a lot of grading, but as I'm going through, there are a few things that I wanted to point out. First thing is SharePoint. Um, your SharePoint sites should be very easy to navigate and well labeled. So the naming convention, some files are named file 1, file 2, or capture 1, capture 2. If I can't tell what the file is, I am not going to open all of them trying to look for the correct file that was supposed to be posted. So make sure your naming convention is correct, and also organize your site such that everything is easily visible. I'm spending 2 to 3 minutes on a site trying to look for things, and at this point I'm not going to be looking for things. If it's not easily available and accessible, I'm just going to assume I can't find it. So make sure that your SharePoints are well organized. So if there is some great adjustments you need, I'm receiving a lot of emails. So I would prefer you create an Excel spreadsheet or a Word document on Office 365 with a list of all the grades that you need adjustments for, and send me the link so that all your adjustments that you need are in one file. If you have any questions about that, just email me. So I also thought we'll go through what is coming up next. So week 13, you're finalizing your prototypes, and you should really try to wrap up this week. You should be having almost all your data now. You should have your sites launched. You should have whatever it is that you're doing, wrapping up this week. And for those who have event-based projects, you send us invitations to when your events are happening. And then week 14, which is next week, you should have your data, finalize the collection and analysis. And then I would like you to send me your business contact email address, and that is because I would send out a survey to the person you worked with, because I would like feedback of how your project went from their perspective. And then invite your business to your final presentation, and our final presentation will be on week 16, and I'll talk about that shortly. So there'll be 20 bonus points if your business contact attends. And for online students, since you cannot attend these events, so record yourself presenting to your business, or record your business contact talking about their experience with your project. So if you want to gain the 20 bonus points for online students, if you submit those two, either one of those two recordings, then you get the bonus points. Again, if you have questions, email me. So week 15 will be your third presentation, and this one will be basically your final presentation. You will have all the sections of the presentations present, and I will send you a peer review rubric. So you are going to review each other with a rubric. This is not just commenting as we've been doing before. Now you're going to grade your peers. And then the graduate thesis is due on week 15. The final week 16, will be your final presentation. So after you've been reviewed and get that feedback, you can go and work on your presentation, and then that will be it. You submit your final presentation in video, and for on-campus students, you'll do it in class, and for online students, you have video. But even on-campus students, you are also going to create a video of your final presentation. And then we'll have a final exam, and I'll talk more about it later. And if the graduate students, your final thesis will be due on week 16. I will have had feedback from the week 15, and then final grades will be posted. So I'll be going through those shared links of any grade adjustments. I'll get in all those grades, and if you have any questions, comments, anything, that is the week to make sure that your final grades are as you expect. So this is about the final presentation. So the final presentation is mainly telling us about your project. It is, what's the point? Why this project? Why is this important? Why should I care? So that is based on your research and your findings. And who says is, again, your research. So this one, and I'll talk more about it next week about that final presentation. It should be very concise, very put together, and flow well, because now you are at the end, you have your findings, you have your research results. So now you should have a pretty detailed, well organized story to tell about what you did. The presentation should be very professional. A lot of the presentations I've seen so far really don't constitute a professional presentation. So it should have a lot of photos and images, and it would have data charts and stories. You did about digital storytelling course, so use that. And I've added a few links here. I'll post this presentation in SharePoint under presentation so that you can use those links as examples of how to create a professional presentation. But there are a million billion other resources online. So use these resources to guide you to create a really good professional digital story of your project. And again, yep, it's a digital, you're telling a digital story. So final exam. So it's 100 points, and 20 of those points will be based on the professionalism and organization of your SharePoint site. Go through the SharePoint sites of your peers. Some peers have really, really well done, well organized sites. So make sure that, again, everything is available, accessible, and your organization looks well, and the color scheme you choose is professional. Now, this is the final point of making that portfolio look the best. And I'll again send a rubric of how to grade what is expected of this final exam. The other 80 points are on a take-home questions that you're going to do. Okay, yep, it's a take-home exam, and there'll be 10 essay questions. Again, based on the rubric, you'll know what is expected. There will be 30 extra credit points for creating an approximately 3-minute video of your experience through this class based on those essay questions, and I'll send more about that. So that is all of this presentation. If you have any questions, email me, and I look forward to seeing the finalization of your projects. Thank you.